Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys in regards to fraternity and sorority life. So much has been going on this summer, but neither here nor there. You can watch my vlogs if you want to know what I've been up to. But let's talk about a much requested topic, which is being a legacy and wanting to join a different organization. I did previously post a video about the pros and cons of being a legacy, so make sure you guys check that out. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So one thing that I really want to stress with anyone who wants to join an organization and they're a legacy is that at the end of the day, it is your choice what organization you want to join. Do not feel pressured to join any organization, even if you are a legacy. It is ultimately up to you to decide which organization you want to join. I know that there is a lot of pressure just because you've come from a particular lineage or your family is very into particular organizations or your family's a part of particular organizations and they want the legacy to continue. But at the end of the day, it's about your happiness and it is about ultimately what you want, which is why some people do tend to drift away from joining the organization of their parents or joining the organization of their family members because they want to make their own decisions, but they're afraid of the repercussions if they do not want to join the same organization as their family. But I'm here to tell you guys that it is completely up to you. Being a member of an organization, a first generation member of an organization, I have not had to deal with being a legacy. I do have legacies now, but I have had members of my sorority be legacies and join other organizations or be legacies of other organizations and join Sigma Gamma Rho. So this is secondhand experience that I want to share with you guys that I hope you guys find helpful. So the first thing that you guys really need to take into consideration if you're a legacy and you want to join a different organization is that you might not have the financial support that you would have had if you would join an organization that you're a legacy of. Some people feel really strongly about this. So if your parents or sisters or brothers are members of a particular organization and you want to go somewhere different, they might not want to financially support you because it's that organization and that organization only. Don't let that deter you. There are plenty of other ways that you can save to join an organization if you want to join something different from what your family is a part of. I do have some videos out there about how to save to join an organization if you're looking to do it on your own or if you're afraid that you won't have the financial support. So don't let the money scare you. There are also tips on my channel about how you can predict the cost of joining an organization as well as how you can save for it. So make sure that you check those videos out and I'll link them down below for you. But that's one thing that I want you guys to fully consider before making the change is that you might not have the financial support if you do. Prior to making a decision about the organization that you want to join, do your research. Regardless of being a legacy, always do your research on the organization as well as the chapter that you want to join, because as I mentioned in my legacy video, if it was a chapter of an organization that your mother or father joined many years ago, that might not be the same chapter once you're a student at that university or a student at that college. So make sure that you're doing your research on both the organization and the chapter to make sure that that's something that you want to do, because even if the chapter isn't what it used to be, there's some issues, there's some differences, it's not a really good feeling for you, you can always join the same organization in graduate chapter. So don't feel pressured to join the same undergraduate chapter as your family member. You can still join the organization in grad chapter and be fine. So just bear that in mind. Also, with joining an organization that you are not a legacy for, it could be harder on you. They could give you a hard time because you wanted to join a different organization. Your family could give you a hard time, definitely, but the organization could also give you a hard time. Very rarely, though, have I seen organizations give legacies a hard time if they're joining an organization different from what their family joined. They're a little more welcoming. They will want to know why. You will be asked. Don't forget that. Some organizations will ask you if you had any affiliation with any other organization or are you a legacy, which in that case is always great to be honest. I tell people it's great to tell that information beforehand so that when you get to the interview, they'll already know why. It's just protocol. So make sure that you're open and honest about being a legacy of another organization if you're deciding to choose a different organization, because at the end of the day, you're still going to be asked. So make sure that you've already explained that to them, and it'll just go a whole lot more smoother for you in the long run. As I said before, it is all about choice and what you feel comfortable with and what you feel most comfortable with doing. Don't feel pressured to join these organizations just because your family members were a part of it. It's about what you want to do, what makes you the most comfortable. As long as you have the support there that you need, that you want, it's great. I know some people would feel they would feel bad if they didn't join the organization of their parents or their sisters or their brothers, but it is ultimately up to you. Do your research is the very first thing that I would say. Prior to making any commitments, make sure that you do your research on the organization and the chapter. Like I said, make sure that it's a good fit for you. And if it's not, like I said, you have grad chapter. If it is, then go for it by all means. Either way, legacy organization or a different organization. It is all about what makes you feel most comfortable. It's not about other people. It's about you and what you want to do. So I hope that you guys find this information helpful, this message encouraging. If you have any questions, you can always link them down below. Anyone who is interested in joining an organization and need a little more help, I do have courses available for order. I will link them down below. I have a basic course as well as a deluxe course. Both are very helpful and give a lot of information in regards to being an interest and the intake process itself. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you do, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.